I know what you're asking. Didn't these guys break up? Is this their last album? Stay tuned and we will answer these questions in this episode. Hi people and hello my Chili Con Carnage crew, it is Chili here for 5-minute reviews on the Cat Empire's newest album, Where the Angels Fall. Now most people would remember this song being played on the airwaves in 2003, and in reality, this is where the band peaked. To only play this tune in the band's catalogue though would be disingenuous to the band and what they have to offer. And what they have to offer is an eclectic mix of horny horns meets Latin and acid jazz, and they vary their sounds somewhat on different releases. This can be heard on albums such as Cities or Cinema, but I haven't heard anything since that record, and in recent times the band have had a massive turnover of musicians in very recent times. Usually with the inclusion of new members to any band, it would signify change of a sound, change of pace, or maybe just trying to do something different. When Dio joined Black Sabbath, this was signified by a massive shift in the band's sound that saw them become once again a commercially successful group. When Neil Schon joined Santana, it saw various elements brought to the group that saw the group try more jazz-fused rock that was a massive hit. With the new blood in the Cat Empire, it seems that the band have done the same thing that they've done for 20 years. Maybe it had to be done, or maybe the band don't want to rock the boat too much and keep their crowd happy. But if you aren't a fan of this group, then you might ask yourself, is this actually new material? Because after all, it kind of sounds so familiar. The Cat Empire found their style early on with their first album and have stayed true to the path, and Where Angels Fall shows the band's flair for writing catchy poppy tunes with an eclectic mix of various instruments. They really are a unique bunch, and songs like Thunder Rumbles, Money Coming My Way and Dance the Night Away feel right at home. However, there are some songs that really go into that pop genre on songs like Boom Boom and Coming Back Again that do seem a little odd, at least to me. You know what I distinctly remember? There was this headline a few months ago stating that the Cat Empire was splitting up. Looking over the band's musicians, it's not hard to understand why. Out of the original lineup, 4 of them left in the space of a little bit over a year, which is quite a blow for the band that had no lineup changes at its core. It seems all the stories about the band splitting up were regarding the core members and its manager, so that they could do some last tours. In hindsight, this might have been a bit more marketing plug to sell more tickets, because with the inclusion of the new members, it's supposed to have brought about the Cat Empire sound version 2.0. However, I just don't hear it on this record. It still sounds like the Cat Empire of old. Maybe it was the kaleidoscope looking vomit that is the album cover design or the album's name, but for some reason, I don't know why, I really wanted this album to fail. Fortunately, the infectious grooves from the band have avoided this from happening, and while I can't say that I can bring myself to love this album, it's still quite enjoyable. What I feel may instead end up being the same for what has been the fate for the rest of the band's catalogue, and that it's eventual fading of enjoyment. You see, over the years from listening to their albums, I would go from enjoying them to avoiding them, and it seemed rather repetitive with their styles and songwriting on each album. Even revisiting their debut album, which is 20 years old this year, I loved it, but then I remembered why I don't return to this band. I'm sure true fans of this group, however, would find this record enjoyable, as it doesn't stray too far from their signature sound, and the group does seem to have found a groove with all these new members. Overall, I'll give the album a score of 5 million chilies on the spicy scale, with my favourite songs being Thunder Rumbles, Owl, and Oh Mercy. I don't know what I was expecting from the album, but I guess I figured it would be more or less the same as they had done so in the past. I can't say anything really stood out in my opinion. I mean, it's just a good album, but it all kind of blends together. If prior band announcements were meant to show change, then they fell short on this record. It would have been interesting to hear some new styles tried out by the band, but alas, here we are. Thank you for checking out this episode of 5-Minute Reviews. Smash that like button if you can, sub to us, and as always people, you have a great day and stay spicy. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Live Listen Erased. And if you have enjoyed this episode, make sure you share it with all your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to our Chili Con Carnage crew so you can get notified for all the future videos that we put out, as we put out videos every Friday. Also, we are on Discord, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter over at Live Listener Race, so make sure to tune in over there. And don't forget to like this video so that our manager can stay very happy.